Anyway, let's confront him now. Let's see what he can do. And what we can do. He's keeping Zelda here as well. The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. The true Triforce part that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me. Treecks, I can't help you. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Treecks. No matter, Navi. Great King of Evil, Ganondorf, does not require me to C-target him. This is where things get interesting. Another tennis match, just like Phantom Ganon, and most Ganon fights in the Zelda history do. I could use a spin attack to speed this up a little, but that will be risky for me because it makes it a lot tougher to knock it back in time. So I'm just gonna wait for him to miss. Big Goron Sword should make short work of him. Come on, get me. The Goron Sword making the tennis match easier as well. Longer range, so easier hitbox. Hitting him with the light arrows is basically the hardest part of this. If you miss, you do not get a second chance before he gets up. Because the magic of the light arrow prevents you from rapid firing those arrows. If you shoot a light arrow or any magic arrow, you'll have to wait a couple of moments before you can shoot one again. And if you miss Ganondorf, you will recover before you get a chance to shoot another one. Like I show here. The game locks me out of shooting another one. Anyway, he's not making this one hard on me. This should be the last cycle. I've hit him quite a lot already. There we go. The great evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid? Treecks. And in his rage, he destroys the room and most of the castle. We are unharmed, however. And he is out of power and down. Looks like we win. Now let's get the princess out of her little cocoon. Ganondorf, pitiful man. Without a strong righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods and... Oh dear. He damaged the castle too much. It's going down. We're still on top of it. Treecks, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please follow me. Yeah, we have to follow her. There's a couple of locked doors, which only she can open. Major slowdown on the game here. N64 unable to handle this much happening at once. Even though I'm playing on a GameCube, it's technically still an N64 emulator playing it. So the N64 rules apply here. That's why we're getting this major slowdown. This is not 60 FPS anymore. Anyway, this escape sequence, it's almost like we're playing a Metroid game here, with its escape sequences. It's just basically moving in and out of the castle, moving downward more and more until we get to the ground floor. And we get three minutes to do it. And it's not just running. You get some obstacles in the way sometimes. In this case it's some burning rocks lying around. Right, next outside section. Also need to be careful about falling burning rocks, like we see over here, which hit me, but it doesn't damage you if it happens in a cutscene. It does if you were normally hit. Anyway, there's even a mini boss fight during this, and of course it's stealthos again, because the game knows I love the stealthos in this game. And this is like the Forest Temple mini boss. You have to beat them before a certain time runs out, because the first one will reform before the second one is destroyed if you're too late. But the big Goron sword requires them to take only 3 hits, so shouldn't be any trouble. Right, 2 more minutes, but we're almost there. It's 1 room and 1 corridor we have to do. Technically 2. This is 1 room. Oh, not that way. Rock falling over there. I don't know how much damage they do. I think half a heart. So, shouldn't kill me if I get hit. This is a part which normally gets me, because here's a lot of falling rocks. Ow. Yeah, confirmation. Half a heart. I can't heal anymore, so I need to be careful. Even though I don't trust you. Light arrow doesn't work? Really? It's the most powerful weapon in the game. Come on. Then I'll stun you. I usually just try to run past him, but I usually get grabbed if I try. And I do not have the hearts to spare. I could prive myself loose before he kills me, but I'll still take damage. So I'm not gonna chance it. Pretty surprised that the light arrows don't work. To be honest, I never tried. I do know they work in other Zeldas, like the Wind Waker. In the Wind Waker it kills absolutely everything. Anyway, we managed to escape. And we'll see the castle crumbling. The final legacy of Ganondorf's years as a king. Let's get rid of this ugly building. It just breathes evil. Pretty fitting for Ganondorf to be here. But with him gone, and his castle gone, it appears light will return to Hyrule. This is all that remains. It's over. It's finally over. Treecks, I'm sorry I could not help you in the battle before. Oh no. What was that sound? It appears we weren't done yet. Let's suit up. Hopefully I don't need the green potion. Yes, he's not dead yet. With his final breath, he has one more trick up his sleeve. The Triforce of Power. Enables Ganondorf to transform into a monster. Ganon. And we lose our sword. There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time we fight together. Yes, this boss you can L-target. And you can kill me in one hit, so I'm going to be very careful on him. Light arrows will stun him. That's something I'm going to abuse. Because I do not trust myself. I could use the Bigorn sword here, but I'm not going to. The Bigorn sword does not make this fight faster for some reason. Making this fight very easy. I do not plan on dying on him. I have more than enough arrows and magic. What you're normally supposed to do is lure him into attacking. And walk through his legs to attack his tail there. But it's very hard to dodge his attacks. You can also use the hook shot to stun him, like this. But it's only a small stun. As you can see, he'll get up quickly. So I'm going to abuse my light arrows until I'm running out of magic. I have one more shot. Alright, halfway point. Treecks, the Master Sword is here. Hurry up! Okay, he's temporarily down, which will make him drop his fire barrier, enabling us to get our sword. The only way to kill him is with the Master Sword, the Sword of Evil's Bane. Only weapon that can... Ooh, lucky me. I saw myself dying. I'm out of magic because I missed the shot, so I need to refill. Good thing I bought this. I foresaw this happening. Quickly get out of his path of attack. I don't need... No, I do not need another item. Right, let's continue our tactic. Oh, I wanted jump attack. I accidentally normally sword slashed him. Because, once again, double damage, so why not use it? Trick is also to get away from him. Because if you're too close to him, he'll slash you. And if you're trying to shoot an arrow at him, you can't defend. Even though this looks like an easy tactic, even this one is still not easy. As you can see, it almost went wrong at one point. But we've got him. Now Zelda will lock him. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow. This will drain her for power. Our sword will glow with the power to repel evil. Let's use it. This will obviously kill him. Six sages, now! Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. Now, all six sages will gather their powers and send this guy to a place where he cannot bother us anymore. Let's seal him up. You. Curse you, Zelda. Curse you, sages. Curse you, Treecks. Hey. Someday, when this seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. He's talking about Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, by the way. That's something we will see later. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. And now we are floating in the sky. Hooray for video game logic. Let's see what this little one-on-one talk will involve. Thank you, Treecks. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world, for a time. Even she knows it's going to last only for a short amount of time. He will return. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Treecks, give the Ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. Oh, alright. I like being an adult. Look how cool I am. When peace returns to Hyrule, it'll be time for us to say goodbye. Now, go home, Treecks. Regain your lost time. Home, where you're supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be. Yeah, no romantic involvement here. That's not something until Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. Before that, Link and Zelda are just business partners in saving the world. Even though the romance should be there, I think. Why not? Anyway, this was it. Thank you, Treecks. Goodbye. 3-heart challenge successful. Let's enjoy the credits in silence. The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, the end. Well, such an amazing game. What can I say before I close off? Well, first of all, that we're not quite done yet. We've seen the edit, the ending, the credits and everything. But I'm a completionist, I can't help it. I always like to clear these kinds of games 100%, so I'm going to do this here as well. I've done everything I could without grabbing hard pieces or hard containers, so now I'm going to, and grabbing everything else locked behind them. Those will be the bonus episodes, which will start to release next week, before my new week project will start. When it comes to further Zelda in the future, well, Majora's Mask is the next 3D Zelda coming after this one. A game I like even more than this one. I've played just as many times, maybe even more. Even though that game is a lot harder, I think after the success I've had here, I'm going to 3 Hearts challenge that game as well. I kinda have to. This game was going so easy. I only died 3 times. So I think for the challenge, that might be a fun thing to do as well. There's no hero mode in Majora's Mask. Not even in the 3D version on the 3DS. So it's basically the only thing I can do to make that game challenging. But it's not going to be the next Zelda I'm going to play. I will play the original Legend of Zelda first. I'm going to switch my view to the 2D Zeldas next. That's the reason I started with this one. I consider the 2D Zeldas and the 3D Zeldas because of the gap in my interest between them. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the 2D Zeldas, but I like the 3D Zeldas a whole lot more, so I play these a lot more. And they play a lot differently, the 2D Zeldas, in my opinion, so I consider them different series. So I'll be releasing them as different series, but the next Zelda game will be one of the 2D Zelda series, starting with the first one, The Legend of Zelda. I won't be doing a 3 Heart challenge on that one, that game is way too hard for me, so it'll probably be just a normal playthrough unless I think of something else I can do with it. But first, some other series. I'd like to spread out my Nintendo collection and its series. So the next game will not be The Legend of Zelda, I'll have some other ones in between. But the next Zelda game will be the first one, and the next 3D Zelda will be Majora's Mask, and of that one I'm 100% or 99% sure I'm going to do a 3 Heart challenge on that one as well. But anyway, next week first I'm going to 100% clear this game with everything, even the pieces of heart I skipped this time. Anyway, it was a fun journey to do. We're not quite done, but this is the story done. The 3 Heart challenge done. I will see you next time. Treecks out.